So it'll be the longest time that we've been on the Leaf on the Ottawa River yet. And if we make it back without Kyla killing me, then we know we'll be ready to go cruising someday. Oh, one of life's lessons. How to write your dump dinghy. It must be on purpose, because there's no damn wind. When the wind dies, it's time for a swim. Other than the hot air from politicians, Ottawa isn't the windiest spot in the world. While we planned to sail the full 42-kilometer stretch from Britannia to Fitzroy, our expectations were in check. We always see that orange mirage. It's a pretty nice boat for this river, I'd have to say. Since there was still a bit of wind, we decided to pass by Baskins, which is that beach way in the corner there, and continue on to Constance Bay, which may be something I live to regret. That decision, hey dear?
Yes.
We'll see. Well, the guy in the rubber boat came out and said, hey, did you leave from Mohr? I got a friend coming up from Mohr in a sailboat. He left at noon, but he's not here yet. Yeah, we left at 11:30. We're not here yet either, so it's pretty good to me. I didn't make it, so it looks excellent.
And it looks nice in this green container. This green bowl.
Those collapsing bowls are the bomb for a boat. Something you don't see every day on a boat. It looks like a car driving in the water.
What is that?
Yesterday, Kyla jumped into the water, we think with her sunglasses on, which is unfortunate on the first day. So we're gonna go into the store and see if we can get some cheap sunglasses. A grown-up is you can have cake for breakfast.
It's not cake.
Cake.
It's vegan, carrot, oat. Well, kind of like cake, but
It's cake-esque.
yeah.
Cake-ish. I like to film this every time, just in case. I guess this is pretty much the closest you're going to get to beach living near Ottawa. It's pretty nice, but prone to flooding. It's hard to remember that we're all social distancing when you walk down the beach and see people just having fun.
Come in more!
The homeowners, and rightly so, get a bit territorial about where their lot lines end, so they don't really want people partying in front of their houses. Corner Constance Bay and Bailey. Like a bloody highway here. They're only letting 2 people in at a time.
We allowed it? Thanks.
It's your choice of sunglasses. Oh, aviators.
Thank you very much.
Nice.
You like those?
They look fine, like movie star.
Or there's like these. These look a little sturdier.
Yeah, they're big.
Well,
Those were dark. The toxic ones.
yeah.
And they've got a lot of eye coverage.
Yeah.
Those look okay.
Yeah, they're fine. Really, we'll keep them on the boat.
All right, done. That place is crazy. Whenever you go in, it's like they think you're gonna steal something. Eh?
Yeah.
And then now with COVID, it's twice as bad because you're only allowed 2 in the store at a time. And you think you're gonna steal something. Now you say, do they look dorky?
Do they look dorky?
Leave your comments in below. Remember last year when we came here, there was that guy with his car stuck right down here. It's nice to see that he got it out a year later. Well, we bid a fond farewell to Constance Bay until we forget something again. Well, this is classic Ottawa River. We woke up to clanging and banging in 5 in the morning. It was probably blowing 8 or 10 knots. And now we've done our stuff and left, and it's probably blowing 2 knots. All right, Kyla, what's your beef?
My beef is that if I'm sailing, I'm looking up at the ticklers. Dave's also sailing because he's always looking at the ticklers. So you feel stressed trying to keep the ticklers like exactly like that all the time. They're perfect right now. Look at them. No, see? You're gonna look at the bag.
Nice guy. And we're approaching the Narrows. Dun 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 dun. Oh, it's a test. All right. I'm filming, trimming the sail and steering all at once.
Like the 4 feet is right there, Dave.
Right where?
Right, like 2 feet from us.
Oh, well, we better tack. You ready? Another long day. What time did we leave at, Kai? 10:30?
10 something.
10 something. Now it's something. We decided not to go right to Pontiac Bay because
5 o'clock.
it's dodgy getting in there. And who wants to do that at 5 o'clock?
Well, it's just that we had to tack 5,000 times.
We did. We tacked 5,000 times. We're probably the best tackers around now, thank you. Anyway, there's the town of Quyon Quebec in the background. We just tucked in here on the shore for the night. And then tomorrow we'll go to Pontiac Bay. Well, it started to rain, so I had to get up. But it's not every day that I get to see the start of the sunrise, so there's that. Well, it is Sunday morning, and it is probably one of the nicest mornings I can remember. On the boat, eh, Kai?
Yep.
Well, we are off. Heading up towards the dam. So in the Ottawa Valley, in this area, there used to be a huge logging thing. And right here it says on the chart there were log booms. So there's all these sunken cribs, I guess you'd call them. And although it says the water is high enough, you can see there's little eddies on the water every once in a while where they must be down there. So we're trying not to hit them. That just seems like a good policy. We're trying to get over to that bay. See, there's the hydro dam up there. Looks like Mohr. Oh, this is where it all gets real. We have to find a little channel going in. It used to be marked at one time, but the markers are gone. And even if they were there, I doubt you'd even trust them at this point.
You should really just go straight, Dave.
Yeah, that's from going straight.
And then
But at what point
I'll let you know.
will you?
Yes.
At some point I'm gonna have to look at that myself, you know. It's 2 feet. Just right there somewhere.
Right there is about 2 feet.
We draw 4.5, so 2 feet's not gonna work. Well, we're still pretty close to this shore too. Well, thanks to the free app, we got here in one piece without hitting the bottom, so. Chalk one up for iBoat. And we're in a good amount of water, except it says back there, there's like a 3-foot spot in the middle, so it must be a big rock. It's hard to get a sense of distance on that phone plotter. If we drag here, we'll be on rock. If we sleep here, one of us won't sleep. I'm not going to say which one it is. Yeah, I'm talking to the camera. I'm explaining myself so when they find our bloated corpses, they'll know what happened. Well, this is in behind those islands. Looks like nature. That's the Tim Hortons camp. It's clearly not operating with COVID. All those kids just have to suffer at home with their miserable parents. Well, right there is as far as you can go on the Ottawa River. Try 1550. That's hydro dam. We're back at Mohr Island. We pulled the plug.
Made it.
Because, as I said before, it wasn't the best anchorage on the planet. And this is. I don't think that the camera can pick up just how beautiful it is here. Ottawa, Canada in July is just spectacular. Well, there's where we sailed from yesterday. The land on the left is Ontario, and the land on the right is Quebec. One thing about the old Leaf is it does not have refrigeration. It has an ice box. And we are out of ice. So rather than being an ice box, it's becoming more of a science experiment, I think. So after Kyla does her yoga, I think we're going to go back to Constance Bay and get ice.
Well, on our way to go get more ice and a jumbo freezy that I don't think I've had since I was a kid, we found the same predicament, these poor people in the same predicament as they were in, as some people were last year when we were here, which is they accidentally drove onto the beach. So, we tried to push them out, but it didn't even budge an inch when we pushed, and I'm strong.
It's worse than snow.
Yeah, it is. They were, every time they rotated the tires,
yeah,
they just got in deeper and deeper.
Yeah.
We put rocks behind, and nothing helped.
Excellent. Now we're gonna go for a paddle.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be back.
These are pretty good.
Little blue damselflies. You think they eat these annoying deer flies?
Well, I don't know how they could. They're not big enough.
We need real dragonflies over here. Yeah, if you wanted to, you could get by here, but you'd have to get out of your boat.
It's so beautiful. Think about this part of the river.
Oh, there. Look, Kyla had broken her glasses. I marine text them back together. Well, Kyla's glasses were broken. We're not sure how. Someone, somehow, left them in a dumb spot and they got broken. Anyway, they were in 3 pieces.
Okay, I left them in a dumb spot, but I think you smashed them.
It's possible. Anyway, I marine text them back together, so we'll see. When we woke up this morning, the wind was coming up out of the bay, which would have been the south-ish, which would have meant we'd have a nice, close reach home probably. But since then, it has switched around to the east, which means we're gonna have to tack home. Shit, hey.